message in a matter of minutes, return your lost appetite, and make you smile in a funeral service. May a M-Pesa confirmation message be a regular part of our lives.
Good evening. Let me know where you're watching from. Let us connect. So waiting for you to sign into the meeting today. So let's see who is watching and where you're watching from. So put on the chat. Where are you connecting from? Awesome. Thank you for joining. As usual, register on the comment section. Let us know where you're connecting from. Yes. Awesome. We have 2 people on the show. So put on the comment, just if you're watching this on YouTube, just put it on the comment section. On the live chat, if you're watching this on Facebook, just put it on the comment section. So let me know where you're watching from. Awesome. Just looking at the comment section. Where are you watching from? Can you be able to get my voice clear? Awesome. Thank you. Welcome, Lucy from Kajiado. Thank you for joining us. Who else? Just waiting for a few people. Coach Betty will be joining us shortly. Okay, we have 4 people on the chat. Thank you for joining. Awesome. So we're going to start in a minute. Awesome. So today we want to share with you about money-making actions. And this is from what actually makes the money. Okay? So when we set goals and anything that we want to do, we most of the time focus on the effect and not the cause. Okay? So yesterday I mentioned and I said, money is a reaction and not an action. Okay? Just give me a minute. So yesterday I said money is a reaction and money is not an action. So today we want to talk about what really translates into you having the income. Now, most of the time, so please, I haven't tried this on. Okay, please give me another 1 minute.
Have you noticed that there is no drug that is as effective as a M-Pesa confirmation message? It can wake up your dead cell in a matter of minutes, return your lost appetite, and make you smile in a funeral service. May a M-Pesa confirmation message be a regular part of our lives. Have you noticed that there is no drug that is as effective as a M-Pesa confirmation message? It can wake up your dead cell in a matter of minutes, return your lost appetite, and make you smile in a funeral service. May a M-Pesa confirmation message be a regular part of our lives.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for being patient, trying to have this working for us. So what I want you to do is to share this, forward it, share with your friends on Facebook, share the YouTube link. So allow me to ask, can you be able to see my board, because I haven't used it on StreamYard, so I don't know if you can see it. Can you be able to see what I'm writing here? Just put a yes if you can be able to see what I'm writing on whiteboard. Just let me know if you can be able to see it, the whiteboard clearly. Just let me get a yes if you can see the whiteboard. Awesome, thank you. So naturally there is the action which gives us the reaction. There is a cause which gives us the effect. So when we set money goals and when we want to achieve different goals, this is what we normally do. So I'm going to draw this well so that it can make sense. It is not clear. Let me try to bring it closer to the camera. You can also try using a different camera. How about now? Let me write something, then you tell me if it is clear. Is it clear now? I'm just looking at the comment if you can tell me you can see it clear. Just one more comment to confirm you can see this. Yes, clear, thank you. So when we set money-making goals and the amount of money you want to make, if you are in sales, you are in business, and you are looking and you are setting goals, even in your normal day-to-day life. So most of the time we look at, we put here the money, which the money is a reaction, the money is a result and not an action. So when we come to goal setting, for example, when I'm doing my sales goal setting and I'm looking at the amount of money I want to make in terms of sale, or we are setting up with a client and we want to do a promotion, the truth is, most of the time, we come here and say we want to make 1 million. I need to increase this. Then we are very smart also at this level. Welcome, Coach Betty, or you can be on the background, then I will invite you, but you can say hi.
Oh,
Unmute
sorry.
yourself.
I have. Hi, everyone. I'm very happy and excited that we are in this broadcast. Thank you very much, Ambrose, for taking it off. I am here and we continue from where we stopped yesterday to see how we can ensure we have daily money alerts. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. You can be on the background so that they can see this. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. So we have agreed that money is a reaction and not the action. So right now I'm talking about what we normally do. Coach Betty will expound more on the action part, but I want to talk about what we do when we are setting goals financially and even in our life. We majorly focus on, and sometimes when I'm setting this, sometimes I break it down. For those who attended one of my webinars, I said, for me, I will try to sell 100K products to 10 people to reach this goal. That will be my preferred method. Maybe for you, you would sell a 10K offer and you sell it to 100 people. So there are different methods we put here in terms of, coming up with the result that we want. For example, when we are setting relationship goals, maybe you say you want to have a better relationship with your other person. Okay, this is what we have on the goal. Okay, then on the goal, another thing we are going to write, maybe you want to take a vacation to somewhere, or you want to go to the coast, or you want to travel. So we really sit down and try to look at the results we want. That's what we do most of the time, focusing on the reaction, the things that we want to experience. But most of the time, we don't look at the action. Now, Coach Betty will be coming to talk about more on the action. For me, as you know me, I will talk from the marketing perspective and from the sales perspective because that is my area. So for me, I know that one of the actions I need to take is I must generate more leads. Okay, so I have to do lead generation. I must reach more people every day. Right now, there's someone who was paid for the AIP program because we did an advertisement. She has been listening to the videos and she decided to make a commitment today, which is an awesome experience from this lead generation. So if I don't reach people, there's no way I'm going to be rich. Okay? So write this somewhere. Reach people. Reach people. And this from a that if I want the money, one of the action I must take every day is to ensure that I'm connecting with new people, new businesses, people who can use or leverage my skills or who can pay me for my services. That's one action I need to take. Another action is I must do follow-up. So that's an action I need to take in business to be able to get the money. That's an action. Now, once most of us generate leads, we never call these people. So the next action I take or you need to take is you need to do follow-up. So for my relationship example here, as a goal, I want to have a better relationship with this person. And it's something I had to do myself. What did I do? I decided to go for therapy. Therapy was an action. Now, how do you write therapy? Now, I've told you often, if you see a spelling error from this side, you write it correctly on your side. So, for me to have a better relationship with the other person and people, and even business-wise, the action I had to take is to go for therapy and fix myself, work on my trauma, work on my childhood trauma, be able to process and heal from different things that can make me not to be in a position to be effective in business, in relationship, because relationship is all dimensions. So the assignments for you as Coach Betty comes in, I need you to ask yourself, go to the list of goals you have and the things you want to experience, the money you want to make, and ask yourself, what is the action I need to take to get here? This is where, and honestly, what I do these days is to focus on the action. So that book is not here. Actually, what I did, I printed the 10x Prana by Grant Cardone. If you know Grant GC, then you know the 10x Prana, so that it can enable me to take action rather than focusing on the reaction. Because if you take the reaction will take care of itself. So put it on the chat if that makes sense to you. That's what I wanted to share with you. So Coach Betty, be ready. As you get ready, let's get some questions. So please, if you have a question, put it on the comment section and I will respond to you. Does this make sense? Welcome, Coach Betty. You know some experience. You're going to.
Thank you very much, Ambrose. I appreciate. Thank you for taking us through that short one and really helping us through the reaction side of it. So good evening, everyone. I like you to, I'm the relational one. So when I find people online, I like you to just tell me if there's something you've learned. How are you? Are you making daily money alerts? And we said if you are doing those businesses that don't probably need you to have daily money alerts, but you can have big monthly alerts. So you make sure that the monthly alert you have can cover for the daily alerts. So if you're learning something, I want to hear. If you're learning, Gladys says makes sense for there to be a reaction, there must be an action. Absolutely. Yesterday, we looked at some of the high income skills that we can work on. And just today, one of you sent me an email telling me that they are very happy and excited to learn about collaboration, and it's something they want to start implementing. So they wanted to know what are the in-depths of collaboration, like how do you do collaboration, with whom do you collaborate, what are the do's and the don'ts. Of course, that one we can't teach over the phone, like I can't start answering such messages. We'll take the whole day, me trying to teach collaboration over the phone. So some of those things you'll need to sign up for coaching sessions so that we go in depth into, how do you create content? How do you collaborate? Because collaborating is not just calling someone and telling them that I like your skills. It doesn't work like that. There is the do's, the don'ts. I mean, there is what you need to do. And so that's how that conversation went. And the other thing we talked about was selling other people's skills, selling other people's products, and excited to see a lot of people wanting to sell our products. So the digital products cash out program, for those who have already taken it, we've created links for you. We hope you are already marketing that link, because you don't market the link that is on Coach Betty's website. If you do that, the whole sale will come to me. Market your own link, the one we have created for you. And many other high income skills you can learn. But the biggest and the most important high income skill you can learn is the sales skill. If you're very, very good with sales, there's literally nothing you cannot do. You will attract daily money alerts, hourly money alerts. You will have those money alerts because everything really falls on selling. I mean, you've written a very good book. You have all the copies in the house. What are they doing? What are they for? So at the end of the day, you've sat down, you've done an online course, or you've done a coaching program, or you are baking the most excellent cakes in your neighborhood, but you are not able to sell those cakes. So that becomes a real problem. So you've got to be very good at sales and marketing. And I would like to ask Ambrose to share a flyer. I think the flyer is available somewhere. That's something we want to do in the next 2 weeks. We'll do it on the 10th and the 11th of June, just teaching you, the coaches, the consultants, the trainers, or whoever else has products or services that you would like to sell. So what are the secrets that people don't tell you out here as a course creator? Don't just create a course and then you are sitting on that course. Sometimes last year but one, I did an event in Naivasha, and it was teaching people how to create online courses. And someone saw my ad online and they called me and told me, do you know I have a whole course? They even sent me a link to the course. They have invested in a website. They have invested in recording videos. They've invested in they've worked on all the works of an online course, but they are giving that the access to that course is free. And I asked them, why do you do that? And they're like, I have no capability to sell this course. I keep feeling like when I start selling this course, people will judge me. Nobody will buy from me. I think this course is substandard. But when I logged in, that course was amazing. So there are those of us, we are not able to sell what it is that we have been working on. We are not able to sell our coaching programs. We are not able to sell our skill. Having a skill is fantastic, but how do you sell that skill? If you don't find someone to buy that skill, then broke you will be. Yet you've worked so very hard. So the sales skill is something very important that we totally need to work on, right? So I wanted to say that, and you don't have to worry about selling. I saw someone who ran a poll on LinkedIn, and they were asking people what do they think about selling? And a lot of people don't like to sell. They don't like to go out there and promote their products or services. They just want the sales to come in, but they don't want to be the ones to do the selling. And I know why people feel like that, because people don't like to be sold to. Nobody likes to be sold to. Nobody likes you to come and tell them, buy these, do these, come to me. Not really. But people buy. Every day they are always buying something. So how do you ensure that you've learned the systems, the tools, the strategies that you can employ to sell without really selling? And there's of course a way to sell to Kenyans online. You just don't come from nowhere and start saying, boom, these are my products and services. Now line up. Line up and open your wallet. That's not going to happen. So there's something we call speed marketing. We are going to be teaching about it in the class. So if I were you, I would go ahead and register for this class. We are giving it at a very affordable rate of 10,000 Kenya shillings only. You can register on Seller or just said, for those who don't like to stress, with the links and whatever else, there's a straight M-Pesa number that you can use to pay for the class. On the 10th and the 11th, we'll do it in the evening, a time like this. So no worries at all about timings, or you'll be at work. We'll do the class. And then we are going to be in a group. So all the training videos are going to be available in the group. But we have also realized that if we make the videos available for forever, people don't pay attention. So the videos are going to be available for 48 hours and then they'll be gone. I know a lot of coaches delete the videos immediately after the lessons, but I just want us to give us a benefit of doubt for 48 hours and then the videos are going to be gone. So it's something you can invest in, because if you've invested a lot of money to write books, you've invested a lot of time, you've invested a lot, you've gone for a master's degree, but you're not able to sell your skill, you're not able to sell yourself, you're not able even to sell yourself for a promotion at work, we would like you to come for that class. But anywho's, let me do what brought me here today. We wanted to talk about the action side of the money. And the action side of the money is not anything difficult. We talked about the high income skills. And so I want us to look at how then do we develop those skills? How do we develop them so that once we are working very well with the skills, then the money will follow, right? So we create impact first, and then the income will follow. And the first thing you have to do is utilize free resources. There are so many free resources for helping you become a high income earner. There are so many free resources. There's YouTube, it is endless. Like YouTube has so many videos. So you could actually go and Google how to be an excellent collaborator, and you'll find a lot of information. The only downside of that is if you keep looking for free resources forever and scanning around YouTube looking for free information, that is scattered all over the place. You don't even know who it is that offers that course. You will not step on the global scale. You will keep cramming information here, information here, information here. Some information doesn't even work for your locality. For example, I get people very excited when they find out from my adverts. I don't know for what reason they think I'm not in Kenya. But when they finally log in and they're like, "You're Kenyan," I'm like, "Of course I am, and I'm in Kenya." And they get very excited and tell me, "I wanted a coach that understands my locality and my things around here." Okay, so it's fantastic. You can start by utilizing free resources. They are there. We give them. I have a whole YouTube channel with over 70 videos. Kudos. If you have the time to sit down, analyze that channel, you will find fantastic information. There's a lot of free information on Facebook. There's a lot of free information on YouTube. There's a lot of free information on Instagram. The only issue is distraction. So you wonder if, as you scroll, many other things are taking your attention, and so you're not able to focus. And the moment you're not able to focus, then you're not able to get results. The good thing with okay, the good thing with investing in something structured is that you can focus and work on it as you go. But if your budget doesn't allow for you to sign up for anything, it's important that you start researching using free resources. There are so many. Google is sweet. I mean, it has everything we are ever looking for, though it's not really regulated. So information will be coming from everyone, everywhere, right? I don't know who is here tonight. Today, I ain't seen your comments. Let me look at them. Oh, okay. All right, so I can now see your comments. So if you were learning something, it's important that you let me know. The other way of developing, the other action that you can take. Oh, Brenda says, "I'm here, Coach Betty." I'm excited actually to see you, Brenda. Very, very happy to see you. And tomorrow, Brenda, we need to do a call because I know you are in the AMP program. We will speak tomorrow. We'll speak tomorrow, but I'm excited to see you here tonight. So the other way of developing yourself and developing the other action you can take so that you can make that high income skill workable is investing in a paid course. For example, what I've just mentioned about Brenda, the Activate and Monetize Your Potential course, the Digital Product Cash Out course. There are many other courses out there. There are many coaches offering the courses. If you are in leadership and management, look for a coach that is in that area. If you're in business and you're searching for a business coach, look for a business coach. If you are in what else? Relationship, look for a relationship coach. If you want personal development, you want to be able to hack your habits, you want to be able to make more income, I mean, invest in a paid course. I normally don't understand people who come and tell me they want to be coaches. And once I ask them, so which program will you invest in? They're like, "No, not now. Let me make the money first. Then I'll come and invest in your programs." I tell them, don't invest in my programs, but go look for a coach before you start calling yourself a coach out there. You've paid nothing and you want to tell me that someone will come and pay you. If you want to be paid, you pay.
If you want to charge a good price for your services, you pay. I mean, if you want to keep scramming for free information around and you actually want to sit down and come up with an invoice for someone, let me tell you, that keeps you really afraid. And that's why you have a lot of what we call fraud syndrome. You are very afraid because you are not getting the confidence that you need. You've not paid for it, you've not invested in it. The other way of doing it free is spending a lot of time, year in, year out, researching on one thing. And I don't think we have all that time to keep scramming for information all over the place. So it's important that you invest in your own self. The most important thing you can do is invest in your own personal development, your own business development, your own development. I mean, have something that you can say, this is the structured support I am getting from my mentor, I am getting from my coach, I am getting from this person that I work with. This is the person I work with. Today, my friend Coach Irene said, those people who keep calling me their coaches, I mean, their coach, and they have never invested a dime in any of the things I sell. I am not your coach. And I called her and told her, hey, guns blazing. And he told me, she told me, yes. You know, we've got to tell people the truth. People see anyone on YouTube, they go and watch a few of Les Brown's YouTube videos and they decide Les Brown is their coach. It is okay. Nobody stops you from doing that. But is that someone you can actually call and ask, Coach Betty, I'm on module 6 and this is what I'm facing, or Coach whoever, I am now doing this. I feel like I'm stuck in this and this area. It's important that you invest in a paid program. And then point number 3, find a mentor. Find someone, not necessarily a coach. You know, there's a difference between a coach and a mentor. You need to find someone that's been there, done that. A lot of times for myself, I like to find mentors who are way ahead, way ahead. For example, one mentor of mine is a former CEO of a blue chip company in this country, and now he's serving his legacy years. Once in a while, we sit down, and when he calls me, I don't dilly-dally. I know this is the only time he has, and I have to go. So he says, Betty, are you available now? There's this and this going on. I would like you to come for this event. Come. And that's not my coach, that's my mentor. Of course, there's a way I honor him. He doesn't require me to pay him because he said he's not coaching me. He just wants to ensure that the wisdom he's gained over the years, there's someone who he can download kidogo kidogo. But of course, it costs me in other areas. For example, there's the other day he had an event, a charitable event, and I was really deeply involved because I can't just be the one taking. I was deeply involved. I made sure he had very good posters and flyers. He never knows where those things come from. I go out there, I find out, I make sure I pick the information, I make sure I know what's going on, I make sure he just shows up and does his thing. And of course, I even helped in collecting the whatever was needed to go and do the charitable event. And as I'm doing the charitable event with him and his friends, I now keep meeting his network. And everyone is asking, who is she? Well, I mean, who is your friend? And so find yourself a mentor. A mentor could be your whoever, your uncle who is very successful in business, but he's way ahead of you. He's doing his things. He's probably retired or something. But then, you have a respectable relationship. There, the boundaries and you have a respectable relationship. So that really, really helps. I see a lot of people ignoring mentorship. Just as they ignore coaching, they also ignore mentorship. Coaching is good. It helps you find results and do it very fast and make money. Mentorship puts sense in your head. A lot of times, especially the young people, they are being able to make money quick. And because nobody is mentoring you, you are the boss, You are the top, you are the middle, you are the bottom. Nobody is regulating you. You are self-regulated. And so you see them making a lot of money, you see them making a lot of progress in life. Then 2 years down the line, the person is depressed, the person is committing suicide, things are just not working. There's something I like to say. If I wanted to build like a big flat, I even if I had millions of money to build a flat and land, and I can hire the best engineers and everything else, I would want to go and talk to someone who's been building flats, who owns flats, not building, who owns flats. I want to go and ask them, how is it like? If they want me to pay for their time, absolutely yes, I will pay. But I want to ask them, how is it like? What's the experience? If I build, I want to know things that I will. Coach Irene keeps saying there are things that are taught and there are things that are caught. With a mentor, you catch. A lot of times you catch. So whatever it is that you want to do, I see people expanding businesses. Imagine you have a business, you now have a branch or two, you think you're doing very well because money is coming in. And my coach likes to ask me, but is that revenue or is that a profit we are talking about? Because you could be saying, I'm making a lot of money, but you've not taken into account your expenses and you've not taken into account a lot of things. So if you take into account, you literally are not even making good money. So I see people rush. They want to invest in another branch because and they say customers are demanding for it. I want to open another branch. I want to start another program. For example, people like us who are creating content, sometimes you want to go and make another of that video. You want to go utilize your space and time writing another book. I want to write 7 books. You've never sat down with a serial author for them to tell you their ups and downs, for them to tell you the do's and the don'ts. Of course, there are do's and don'ts in every industry. So I saw a very beautiful building somewhere I was in, and I was walking with my bro, and I told him, "Wow, that building looks amazing." And he tells me, "Yeah, but that building, it cannot even be occupied, much as it looks really beautiful." And I asked why, and of course, he tells me why the authority that gives a go ahead to occupy a building has said, no, you can't occupy this building this way. And I went, back to my own soul, and I was like, did this person consult people who have been there, done that? Or was it, I can do this, let me do it? So it's important. I know the very, very young people now, and of course, I forgive you. I was there. I mean, in my 20s. What could you tell? What are you telling us? We are earning. We are driving very good cars. we are making it. But once you gain some years later, you start saying, no, things are not as I thought. Okay, so it's important that you find yourself a coach, but also find yourself a mentor. The Muzungu says mentor. Find yourself a mentor and find yourself someone you can work with. And of course, the other action taking bit is to truly be accountable to someone. You might not probably have a coach, you might not find a mentor, but always ensure you are answering to someone. I coach business people, and a lot of times when we sit down, the problem at the end of the day, we sit down, we do an analysis, we look at everything. The problems comes back to we are not accountable to anybody. So you go to work whatever time you please, you close whichever date you want, you go do things the way you want, you spend the money the way you want. It's your money. I mean, that money is coming to your account. You hire and fire the way you want. And you will see a very big difference between companies that are run through a board of directors and companies that are run solo. And that's why I was telling anyone who is an artist, an influencer, people who make music. I can see my friend Evangelist Wagio is in the room, and I know she's an artist. She makes music. If you do not have a manager and you are an artist, it doesn't go very far. Why? Because human beings, we really can't, we think we can, but a lot of times we are not able to we are not able to be accountable to ourselves 100% of the time. A lot of things that I've been able to achieve in my business is because I've had a very tough business coach, really tough. And from nowhere, he'll give me a call and say, 6 months ago, we talked about this and this and this. By now, this is the report I want to hear. How far are you? And it's probably something that I had wanted to do. Then midway, I got tired or I got discouraged, and I will do it. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, I'll do it, or I'll give a very good reason as to why I wasted my coach's time, taking him through I will do this is how I've prepared, and all that. Okay. I can see we have a few people. True, good to invest in oneself. That my plan this year, absolutely. Mentorship puts sense in your head. Yes, mentorship is the one that puts sense in your head. Penina says investing in yourself is the best business ever. Absolutely, yes. Penina, you know, once in a while we train the corporate world, and it's usually a very exciting time. I like listening to them before we start training, and you can hear, this person does not do for me this, and this person is to blame for my stagnation, and this person. And at the end of the day, I tell them, let me tell you, the only person you should be talking about is yourself. The most important thing is the one between, let me not say here, it might look like an insult. Nothing between your ears, that one is very important. And we've seen it through the COVID season. We lost business, people lost things. Imagine you're not, I mean, we have seen through the COVID season, we could wake up one day as a world and we don't have what we thought we had. It is not yours. You don't have it. You really never know which other pandemic, or whatever it is that will ever come. And you'll be just the same way we adhered to wearing masks, all of us. We probably will be told now with this pandemic, all of you guys have to move to the forest. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking wildly. So leave the city. We want to rehabilitate the city. Stay ready. I tell people, don't try to be ready when things are bad. Always stay ready. The only way you can stay ready is to ensure that your hair is correct 100%, such that if you ever found yourself in the middle of a desert, like you are alone, you have no laptop, it has crashed. You know, coaches, we really believe in our laptops. We have hard disks, we have file A, B, C, folder A. Like I have Coach Betty folder. In the folder, there's a sub folders. That laptop could be gone in a minute. Your phone could be gone, network, Safaricom, everything. If you found yourself in the middle of a forest, does that mean you will not survive? The only thing that will save you, hakuna gari, no laptop, no internet, no Google, no YouTube, is what you've already accumulated in your head. And if you want to have daily money alerts or monthly money alerts that really give you a choice in this life, or weekly money alerts that you enjoy, then you probably got to think about investing in your own self. Once you invest in you, there's nothing else you can do. You can write the most excellent books, you can do the most excellent programs, you can get the promotion you've always been looking for, and there's nothing you can't do when you are empowered. You're personally empowered. You've worked on your mindset. You've worked on your mindset. You've worked on your skill set. You've worked on your action set. Actually, now we are talking about your action set, because people work on their mindset, they work on their skill set, then the action set is dead, no implementation whatsoever. Right? And why we feel at the implementation stage is because we have nobody we are accountable to. We don't have a coach, we don't have someone telling us anything. So we get stuck and we decide, oh, it's raining outside today. I can't wake up at 4 a.m. to read. For who? It is raining. I can't finish this book. All right. Yeah. So Boniface says to blame is to be lame. Absolutely. Progress begins with personal responsibility. Brenda says, sounds funny, but yeah, we can wake up and we are out to relocate to the forest. We never know. I will invest in me. I'm the constant factor here. Absolutely. By the way, you are the common denominator in all these things. You will only move when you have the capability to move. So if you can discover one high income skill, focus on it for the next 6 months. Hire a coach, get a mentor, be crazy about that skill set. In about 6 months, you will be completely different, and that can change a lot of things in your life. And that's something I discovered a long time ago. By the way, I tell people, I cannot stand here and say I was the most excellent worker. I was just like a bicycle, like a lot of them that I found working there, and I joined the groups. And of course, we would go and gossip in back office and say our manager has bought a new car. Who does she think she is? And I was in the groups. I wasn't very outspoken, but of course, if you are cooperating and nodding your head and being in those discussions, it means you are part of them. Then one day, I discovered, you know what? This manager that we keep talking about, by the way, she keeps elevating. Every year she's elevating. Every year she's elevating. Every year she's getting a promotion. Every year she buys a new car. I was like, I must be the fool here. Even whatever anybody says in this space that I'm sitting in, I must think and wonder, what is it that she's doing? So you can decide, you are the common denominator, what you want to do in the next 6 months. And don't keep procrastinating every other day. Just say, this is what I want to do. The other time you saw me sharing a memory that Facebook reminded me 9 years ago. I had invested in a tool called the Disc Tool with Coach Irene. And I had come online and shared about the information. And a lot of my friends commented on that post and said, I want to do the disc. Where is it done? Who does it? I tagged Irene. I told them, go speak to Coach Irene. 9 years later, only a handful of them had committed to the disc. And that will happen if you don't work on a plan immediately, the way Ambrose was telling us in the beginning. 6 months from now, you can be sure you will not have moved. 1 year from now, you still won't have moved. 5 years from now, you still won't have moved. Governments will keep changing. Sisi tuko pale pale. We are just complaining about this or that. All right. So guys, I want to stop there for today, unless you have a question that you want to shoot very quickly, and we call it a day. Even as I remind you, please prepare for DMA, Daily Money Alerts. We want to teach you how to market. By the way, this Daily Money Alert is for you if you already have made something that you can sell. Please don't come to DMA if you've not, there's nothing that you can, if you've not invested in yourself, so there's nothing you can sell. You're not doing anything. You know, sometimes we advertise for courses and people pay for them, and later we, like you invest in something, then you're already saying, I can't do this with my phone. I can't do this with my phone. And sometimes I don't feel very good about that, because it means you are really missing out as we train. So if you know you have something that you're not being able to push into the market, like a course, like a product, like your own skills, you're not being able to push yourself into a promotion. You're not able to push yourself into selling your coaching program to the people you are targeting. We want to teach you the secret for course creators, consultants, and coaches, and how to sell to Kenyans online. There's a tweak you do, and Kenyans online can pay you. And of course, you've seen us guys advertise for these things, and people pay for them, and they come. And I do hope that you can come for this class. We'll see you in the class. All right. So, anybody with a question before I leave? I think there's no one with a question. So, Ambrose, do you want to say bye?
Awesome. So from my end is to say thank you this evening for this time. So I hope everyone is thinking about actions you can take. Awesome. I feel empowered. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So how you can get in this process is to share this with your friend. Let all of us grow and get the ideas. So put on the chat if you are interested to join Daily Money Alert, and I will call you personally as usual. So want to join the Daily Money Alert. Want to make money every day. This video that I just like it. Today I called Coach Betty and I told her, please, can you send me some money because I think I'm not feeling well. And it was just fun. And anyway, I've received some M-Pesa alert, so yes, I'm feeling better. So I like putting this as you think if this is a decision you want to make. This is just
Have you noticed that there is no drug that is as effective as a M-Pesa confirmation message? It can wake up your dead cell in a matter of minutes, return your lost appetite, and make you smile in a funeral service. May a M-Pesa confirmation message be a regular part of our lives.
Awesome. So Brenda said, please share the flyer in the WhatsApp group. I'm going to do it. Coach Betty, please help me to do it. I've lost my WhatsApp messages, so I may not get the flyer. We are going to share that in the DPC affiliate group. Moffat, I want to join. Please, some of us text me on WhatsApp. I believe you have my number. I can also just text me on WhatsApp and I will share with you. All now, for those who are taking action right now, I'm going to call you tomorrow personally. It's a weekend, some time. I'm looking for the number so that I can put it here. There we go. Now, I'm going to give you a surprise call. So this is the M-Pesa number for those who want to take action right now. Brenda, yeah, it's fun, but it is true. Money can shift how you feel. Okay. The first day I talked about going to places that can alter how you feel about money, because how you feel about money gives you the capacity to attract the money. Okay. So Brenda, this is the number for those who want to make a decision right now. It's gonna be an awesome experience because we are not only going to actually we are going to share what we do, not what we read from a book, not should be done, especially from the marketing perspective. There is always different marketing systems. But is it awesome to get what we actually do behind the cover so that I can be able to show you everything that is possible? So here's the number. This has been awesome. Betty, you can say bye as I click the end button.
All right, so you guys, I look forward to seeing a good number of you in the class. Let's create these, let's create a group. Let's create a tribe that believes in possibilities, and a tribe that teach. In this class, we are going to teach you how you can teach what you know. Teaching what you know is the most it's easy, and it's the most important thing. So I'll personally teach you what I teach, because I teach what I know. I don't teach what I don't know. And it's through teaching what I know that I get daily money alerts. And by the way, you guys, whenever we talk about daily money alerts, they are literally daily money alerts. Like we see an alert on Seller. I love Fridays. Seller pays us every 24 hours. So it's not even exciting. Okay, it's exciting. By the way, every M-Pesa message is very, very exciting. And Ambrose says you are one M-Pesa alert away from having a better mood. So Seller will pay you every 24 hours. Seller is a learning Seller is where we host some of our products, but we also host others on my website. So that the ones we host on my website are a little pricey ones, not the high ticket ones. So we are paid every Friday. When I wake up on Friday, and the people who pay us on Friday, they send the alerts very early in the morning. By 7, they have sent you an alert. This money is queued for payment. That is what they say. We've queued this amount of money for paying into your account. And that feels really good. Feels really, really good. So whether I'm going to work or I'm not going to work, you wake up to a money alert. So let's do this. Let's help those ones who don't have jobs. Let's help our cousins and whatever to join this program. So you guys have a good night. Thank you very, very much for always joining us. It's such a pleasure.
So I'm going to chat with you, Mary, on Facebook right now. You can share your number. I will call you so that we can be able to share with you options of how you can come up with products you can sell. Saturday, which is tomorrow, 8 p.m., we'll be sharing how you can make money, selling other people's products, and you can start with our product because we give you support, we give you training. Brenda is excited. I love Brenda. And we have had about 2 calls. Coach Bates is going to call you. The good thing, as I click the end button, is when you join our programs and you are taking action, we also take action. When you take our program and you are on silent mode, we are also on silent mode. So the most exciting thing is when you are able to take action, show up, ask questions. I tell you, even my mentors, when I take action, they call me. I'm sure even Coach Betty, when your mentor sees you doing something amazing, they call you. So the best way is to take the calls, take action, ask questions. I want to wish you a blessed time. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's training is private. So if you want to join, comment under this video and I will send you the link. Have a good time.